This is the Norcom Dream Home Loan Program with host James Morin. Sometimes you need money to both purchase and improve a property. Norcom's Dream Home Loan provides you with the cash to pay for upgrades, improvements, or other repairs to the property you wish to buy. Learn all about a Norcom Dream Home Loan and how it can provide you with the resources to add a new bathroom, remodel the kitchen, buy appliances, make repairs to the roof, install new flooring, and more. Coming up, the Norcom Dream Home Loan Program.
Hi, I'm James Morin, Senior Vice President of Retail Lending at Norcom Mortgage. Welcome to the Norcom Dream Home Loan Program. Over the next half hour, we're going to take you on a tour of a historic condo renovation project done completely with the Norcom Dream Home Loan. We're going to hear from experts on the loan process, get insight into what qualifies a property for a dream home loan, and go through the entire renovation process from budget to concept to move-in with the project design team. We'll be right back.
Are you looking to refinance your home or purchase a new one? With rates at all-time lows, it's cheaper to buy than it is to rent. Trust Norcom Mortgage, your leading purchase lender right here in Connecticut, to walk you through the process. Our experienced mortgage professionals will help select the right loan program for you. Start by finding out how much you can afford and get a free pre-approval with no obligation. Whether you're in the market for a new home or looking to refinance, apply online at norcommortgage.com.
Everyone's story is different, so why be limited to just one or two options? With Norcom's Norflex Home Loan, you're given the flexibility to tell your story. Pick your terms from 8 to 30 years, all while maintaining a low, fixed mortgage rate. You can pay off your loan more quickly or choose a term based on your budget and timeline. Whatever you do with the Norflex Home Loan, make it part of your financial plan. Norflex, short-term, long-term, your terms. Apply online at norcommortgage.com.
You're watching the Norcom Dream Home Loan Program with James Morin.
Welcome back. The mortgage and home selection process can seem daunting, but really it's not at all with Norcom. We've streamlined the process of a 203K FHA rehabilitation loan into what we call the Norcom Dream Home Loan. So what exactly is that?
An FHA 203K rehabilitation loan is a loan product that allows a buyer to purchase a home and do renovations and upgrades.
An FHA 203K rehab loan is a loan that actually lets you finance in the amount of repairs and the price of a mortgage all together in one loan. Also, it combines the best of a home improvement loan and a mortgage all together under one loan. It's good for someone who is looking to update a property that they're looking at that maybe doesn't need anything mechanical done to it, or it's good for someone who can't get that property because there's certain things that won't be up to FHA guidelines. So it's good for anybody.
The Norcom Dream Home Loan gives you so much capability and flexibility. Many assume the program's just for foreclosures, but it's not.
Using the 203K program is not necessarily just for foreclosures or short sales. Most people think that's primarily what they're for. You can use it as a refinance. You may already own the house, and the house, through the years needs some upgrades, and you have some equity in the property. You can use that program to do that too.
So you can even use the Norcom Dream Home Loan to renovate your existing home. But if you're shopping for a new house, there are many types of properties that this loan is perfect for.
The ideal property for a 203K rehab is a property that needs a little work. Something that probably affects its ability to get financing or deters potential buyers because it looks like it's an outdated property or it needs a lot of work. That type of property is usually a great bargain, and people can get a great value to purchase it and be able to get the contractor in there and get the work done. So something like that would be a perfect property for a 203K.
You can use it on any type of property. I wouldn't particularly say one property would stand out more than the other. Mostly you see it on first-time, single-family houses. But other than that, there's no restrictions on what you can do with it or what's the best property for it. It's all up to that individual and what they want.
You may often find the right size home, the right style home, in the right neighborhood, but it's outdated or needs lots of repairs. The Norcom Dream Home Loan gives you the ability to purchase a home that needs a little work or renovate an existing property. That greatly opens up your options for choosing a home. Getting started with the process is actually quite simple.
I think the biggest holdback for not doing a 203K is that people are intimidated by them. Once they know about them and realize what a great opportunity it is for the buyer and the seller, it's a home run program.
As far as borrowers starting, if they have an interest in pursuing a 203K program, they would always start with their loan officer to get pre-qualified, to see what their maximum buying potential or financing potential is. And then from there, then they would move out to find the property that may be suitable to use a 203K program that meets, the qualifications of what they're looking for. But other than that, it's a pretty straightforward, simple program. No different than any other loan, just the steps of getting a consultant involved.
The Dream Home Loan process is really quite simple. All you need to do is reach out to a Norcom loan officer and they'll walk you through all the steps. So what type of work can you actually do with the Norcom Dream Home Loan?
The type of work that can be completed with a 203K loan is anything that's not a luxury item, anything that's structural, mechanical, or some things that you'd want to do like updating a kitchen or a bathroom. It's great for that sort of thing to kind of make the house your own.
Making a house your home is the ultimate goal. In the event that there are any setbacks along the way, the Norcom Dream Home Loan has contingencies built in to protect the buyer.
A 203K mortgage has something called a contingency reserve, anywhere between 10 and 20%. This is a just-in-case fund in case something should go wrong if you pull up the roof and then you need extra plywood underneath. It's money just in case, and it's there for the protection of both the buyer and the lender.
The Norcom Dream Home Loan gives you the flexibility to do large or small renovation projects.
There are limitations on the amount of work that you can do between the 203K program. There's two options. You can do a streamline program, whereas the streamline has a maximum of $30,000 in repairs, whereas the 203K program doesn't have a maximum. Long as the property will appraise plus the repairs, then you can do the program. The 203K program itself actually has a minimum of $5,000. The Streamline program has no minimum. So with the Streamline, if you need to repair a sink, something small, you can actually use the Streamline program just to do that one repair. It's allowed.
The options the Norcom Dream Home Loan provide are so flexible. Recently, I went on location to our condo renovation project with HUD inspector Bob Canty to get his feedback.
You can do anything from $5,000 to $200,000. That's so far I've gone.
$200,000. That's our brand new house. The house we tore down to the foundation.
Or it could be a
back.
second floor. Like a lot of people are doing refis on these, rather than they're putting a second floor. They like where they are, but the house is too small, so they're doing additions.
Additions.
I get a lot of
bedrooms,
bathrooms, kitchens, second floors.
Possibilities are endless.
Endless. You can do just about anything you want with a full 203K.
When we come back, we're going to take a sneak peek at our condo renovation project and find out why realtors love the Norcom Dream Home Loan.
Everyone's story is different, so why be limited to just one or two options? With Norcom's Norflex Home Loan, you're given the flexibility to tell your story. Pick your terms from 8 to 30 years, all while maintaining a low, fixed mortgage rate. You can pay off your loan more quickly or choose a term based on your budget and timeline. Whatever you do with the Norflex Home Loan, make it part of your financial plan. Norflex, short-term, long-term, your terms. Apply online at norcommortgage.com.
Are you looking to refinance your home or purchase a new one? With rates at all-time lows, it's cheaper to buy than it is to rent. Trust Norcom Mortgage, your leading purchase lender right here in Connecticut, to walk you through the process. Our experienced mortgage professionals will help select the right loan program for you. Start by finding out how much you can afford and get a free pre-approval with no obligation. Whether you're in the market for a new home or looking to refinance, apply online at norcommortgage.com.
You're watching the Norcom Dream Home Loan Program with James Morin.
Welcome back. The Norcom Dream Home Loan gives realtors so many more options for inventory. It provides buyers with renovation capability built right into the mortgage.
Another positive to the 203K product is that it allows a realtor to be able to go in and put a positive spin on a house that may need some work. Instead of saying, well, you got to fix this, you got to fix that, you got to do this. Or hope for the cash buyer that will be able to have the funds to come in and fix it themselves. You can go in and talk to that seller and say, there's a lot of great products out there, and put that positive spin on it that this can be great. People can come in. This is a perfect house for the 203K loan. The FHA buyer, the first-time buyer, they can get into this house and fix it up, and that's how we want to market it. I think that would make a seller feel good about their options when it comes to selling their house and who's going to buy the house that needs a little bit of love and care.
Now that we have a good understanding of what the Norcom Dream Home Loan is, how it works, it's time to find a property. After you choose a property, the next step will be to get it appraised. I went out to our condo renovation project to speak with Ellie Pascone, Chief Appraiser for ValueQuest, and to walk through the appraisal process. Hey Ellie, thanks for coming out to the property today.
Good to be here, Jim.
Okay, so the first question I had is, what does an appraiser do?
Appraiser's job is to come up with a fair market value of the property based on the most recent comparable sales.
Okay, so what types of things do you actually do when you're on site on a property?
On site, we do a top to bottom inspection, starting from the basement all the way up to the roof.
Okay, and in a particular instance like this, where it's a 203K, how do you determine that fair market value of the property?
For a 203K program, we have to inspect the property based on FHA guidelines, and we take into consideration the renovations that are going to be done to the property, and we complete the appraisal as if those renovations are completed.
So an appraisal's done with all the renovations in mind. It takes all of the upgrades that are being done and then determines at that point what the value's worth?
Absolutely. We'll take into consideration the renovations that are going to be completed, and when we search for comparables, we look for comparables that have had similar renovations. A good portion of the appraisal process, about 80%, is done prior to even coming out to the property. Once we're on the property, we're basically there to do a visual inspection of the property itself, and then we can compare it to the data that we gathered online.
Okay, and now that's what a company like Norcom would use to determine how much the borrower can borrow?
That's correct.
So the appraisal looks ahead to the changes that will be made post-renovation, and an after-improved value will be determined. When we come back, we'll go on-site to talk to HUD Inspector Bob Canty about the inspection process and get a hands-on sense of what you can actually do with the renovation.
Are you looking to refinance your home or purchase a new one? With rates at all-time lows, it's cheaper to buy than it is to rent. Trust Norcom Mortgage, your leading purchase lender right here in Connecticut, to walk you through the process. Our experienced mortgage professionals will help select the right loan program for you. Start by finding out how much you can afford and get a free pre-approval with no obligation. Whether you're in the market for a new home or looking to refinance, apply online at norcommortgage.com.
Everyone's story is different, so why be limited to just one or two options? With Norcom's Norflex Home Loan, you're given the flexibility to tell your story. Pick your terms from 8 to 30 years, all while maintaining a low, fixed mortgage rate. You can pay off your loan more quickly or choose a term based on your budget and timeline. Whatever you do with the Norflex Home Loan, make it part of your financial plan. Norflex, short-term, long-term, your terms. Apply online at norcommortgage.com.
You're watching the Norcom Dream Home Loan Program with James Morin.
Okay, today what we're doing, you're doing a 203K, which is a renovation loan. Today what we're going to do is go through the property and put together what you're going to do, what you have to do, and what you want to do with the product. This first section we're doing here is a walkthrough. Basically what we're going to do is go through the property, address the things that have to be done with FHA, which could be health, safety, or energy, and the things you want to do. You might want a new kitchen, a new bathroom, sand and finish the floors. I'm also going to recommend things. Maybe I recommend you put new windows in at this time. And then we're going to decide what we're going to keep into the write-up. I'm going to estimate all those costs, labor, materials for all the product. Mm-hmm. At that point, what I'm going to do is go, after I have my whole list, I'm going back to my office. I'm going to put together what they call a work write-up. Everything in FHA falls under 35 categories: roofing, siding, windows, doors, exterior doors, interior framing, drywall.
So you can do
There's
all
a whole
those
list.
things. You can do
All-
roofs, you can do
anything-
doors, kitchens.
With a
and-
full 203K, you can do anything you want. You can literally, if you have a house, you can take the house all the way down to the foundation, rebuild a new one. That's just the extreme, but you can do anything you want with a full 203K.
So we can build a brand new house as long as we keep the foundation.
As long as the foundation, the existing foundation stays, you can build a brand new house. Once we agree on what we're doing, all that work has to be done. You can't say, I'm not going to do that, because it's based on, the appraisal is based on what you're doing here.
So everything
So
we
once
do in the write-up,
once we agree on the write-up,
the appraiser takes that and,
he's going to appraise this as is and after improved value.
okay.
So as it is, it's worth this. After you put all this money to it, it's worth what it is. Choosing your contractor is probably the most important thing to do with this program, because with this program, there is no upfront money, which that means there's no startup money for the contractor. He has to kind of carry the job.
So Bob, we're here, we found a place. I know it's a closet now, but do you think this could work for our kitchen?
Well, I'll tell you what, overlooking the whole layout you have here, this is probably the perfect space for it, because you're right off your living room, you're centrally located. It's limited again in size, but again, if we open this wall up, get a better feel for openness
So
into the
flow
living room
right
area.
into the living
So you literally get a flow in through it. We have a counter space we can do over here. We can close this doorway in over here, put our refrigerator in. It's a little tight, but yes, you can do, the kitchen would be perfect right here, because you're right off the living room. It's centrally located.
Okay, so if we put a countertop in, can we do granite countertops?
Yes, you can. Again, the 203K program, you can do whatever you want to do. You can put the granite countertops in. We can put all new appliances in.
So all new appliances.
New appliances, granite
nice
countertops.
stainless steel. Everyone loves
Undermount
stainless
sink, the
steel.
whole ball of wax. So
Okay, great.
We do have to do some electrical, bring things up to code, but this would be a perfect spot for it,
Great.
especially with the opening.
Great.
You know, oh yeah, absolutely.
As we just experienced with Bob and learned from the loan officers, there's very little you can't do with the Norcom Dream Home Loan. In this condo renovation project, we basically created a completely new home within the framework of a mid-17th century building. When we come back, we'll take a tour of our newly renovated condo.
Everyone's story is different, so why be limited to just one or two options? With Norcom's Norflex Home Loan, you're given the flexibility to tell your story. Pick your terms from 8 to 30 years, all while maintaining a low, fixed mortgage rate. You can pay off your loan more quickly or choose a term based on your budget and timeline. Whatever you do with the Norflex Home Loan, make it part of your financial plan. Norflex, short-term, long-term, your terms. Apply online at norcommortgage.com.
Are you looking to refinance your home or purchase a new one? With rates at all-time lows, it's cheaper to buy than it is to rent. Trust Norcom Mortgage, your leading purchase lender right here in Connecticut, to walk you through the process. Our experienced mortgage professionals will help select the right loan program for you. Start by finding out how much you can afford and get a free pre-approval with no obligation. Whether you're in the market for a new home or looking to refinance, apply online at norcommortgage.com.
You're watching the Norcom Dream Home Loan Program with James Morin.
I really love the 203K product. I think it's a very underutilized, exciting program that can help the borrower who may have limited funds for a down payment, but on a monthly basis, cash flow, income to debt-wise, can afford the mortgage payment.
Now that we've been through the loan process and you have a good understanding of how the loan works, who qualifies, and what properties qualify, we're gonna wrap up with a tour of our completed condo with project design team, Lisa and Susan. I'm here with Lisa and Susan, the Norcom design team, and you did an absolutely amazing job with this renovation. Can you take me on a little tour, show me some of the things you were able to do with the Norcom Dream Loan?
Absolutely, it was a great experience. Why don't we go take a look at the first master suite? We were able to accomplish a number of things in this room. For starters, the ceiling in this room originally was very low. We were able to raise the ceiling and put in recessed lighting to allow for more height within the room. And while raising the ceiling, we uncovered this beautiful beam, which we were able to refinish and has become a beautiful focal point in the room. And we were also able to pull up the floors and put new hardwood floors down with a beautiful stain.
And one of the other major components of the design project was that we were able to move a very small efficiency kitchen situated here to a different part of the home and able to create a bathroom and therefore make an incredible ensuite bedroom. So why don't we take a look at the other master suite? In this master suite, we basically redid the whole fireplace with brand new marble tile to coordinate with the main living space. And we really wanted to preserve the vintage quality to the tin ceiling, so we gave it a fresh coat of paint. And we also needed to add a heating source in this bedroom, which was missing prior. So we created box housing units for the heat. And then for the ensuite bathroom, it was in need of a total gut job. So we took out everything, we put in new marble tile, new glass shower doors, and made it very functional for the space.
So why don't we go take a look at my favorite part of the renovation? Here we are in my favorite part of the renovation, the kitchen. We were able to move the kitchen from the bedroom to the center of the home, so it would be much more functional for all people that were living in this home. We were able to add updated cabinetry, brand new cabinetry, upgraded appliances, and this beautiful granite countertop.
One of the benefits for moving the kitchen to the central location is that we were able to take out a wall, removing a double entry to the unit, which didn't make any sense. And then we also removed the wall leading to the peninsula to open up the space from the kitchen to the living area, really creating a dining, entertaining unit together. And we thought that would work for everybody. So why don't we go take a look at the living area? As we mentioned before, with the kitchen and the living space, we wanted to remove the wall where the peninsula is and create a much better experience for the homeowner so that centrally located people can enjoy each other's company and then keep the other master suites private. There was a problem earlier before we started any renovation where the kitchen was in the master suite, and nobody wants that. It has to be a central area, and the bathrooms were redone to be functional. So it really was a project of flow, functionality, and then everything we did had to tie in decoratively.
So in this space specifically, we focused more on the cosmetics, such as adding some dramatic crown molding for the room. We also focused on this fireplace, the marble tile, which really is a great focal point for the living area. And we also were able to create these beautiful box coverings for the heat source in the room. And that actually added some great additional seating to the room as well. We then were able to put down new hardwood floors and refinish them so they matched the rest of the hardwood floors throughout the home. We really were able to accomplish many wonderful things in this room and in this entire home throughout this process.
You guys absolutely did an amazing job with everything with this entire renovation. The floors look great, everything looks amazing. This Norcom Dream Loan is actually an FHA 203K product. So it requires us that you guys had to do certain things, right? We had the FHA consultant in here earlier talking about having to deal with health and safety issues. What were some of the health and safety issues you guys had to deal with?
We had to deal with peeling lead paint. We had to deal with the windows that were rotted, other rotted wood. We had to deal with a bedroom that did not have a heat source, so we had to add heat to the bedroom.
So heating in bedrooms is required, right? Bob told me that was a requirement. What did you have to do with the heating in that particular bedroom?
We actually were able to locate an older radiator that would match the age of the home, and that we installed that with the piping, the plumbing that was already there. And then we created the decorative box elements to incorporate into the design and make it a design focal point instead of just adding heating.
FHA actually has a requirement of a contingency reserve built into the Norcom Dream Loan. How did that come into play with this renovation project that you were doing?
Well, the contingency budget really gave us a peace of mind throughout this specific renovation because things did come up along the way that were unexpected, and we were allowed to dip into the contingency budget in order to pay for them.
So what were some of the things that you guys ran into that caused you to dip into the contingency budget?
Well, we had a great team of contractors with communication told us that when they took down the sheetrock, they found old wiring, old plumbing. We had to update, we had to do some repairs, and it's a great thing to have that reserve, and a great thing for the homeowner too. It's a peace of mind for sure.
The Norcom Dream Loan can handle small projects, large projects, but one of the requirements is that you have to finish the work within 6 months. Were there any things that came up along the way that forced you to go longer than you expected, or delays? And what would be some advice you would give someone who's going into a renovation?
Definitely. Well, this was definitely a large project, and because we had some structural movements in the home. And off the bat, the first thing we wanted to do when starting this renovation was to replace the windows. They were rotted and just extremely old, so we wanted to order new windows. And that sounds like such a simple task, but unfortunately this home is located in a historic district, and anything done to the outside of the home needs to be approved. So we chose windows, and we had to go to the town hall, the meetings at the historic district, and have them preview the windows we'd chosen, and then they had to be approved by them. That took up about a month of our time, so that definitely was a delay that was unexpected. And my advice would be that you just have to be prepared for the unexpected to arise, and you have to take each day at a time and just go along with it and know that it'll get done.
The Norcom Dream Loan certainly allows you to do very big projects, but they do allow you to do projects as little as $5,000. If you were going into a project and had to do a renovation with as little as $5,000, what would be some of the things you would recommend someone do that would give you the most bang for your buck?
Well, with that kind of rehab loan, you could do a new roof, you could do some larger items, but as a homeowner who's just spent a lot of money on a new home, you wouldn't want to pay out of pocket for those things. So it could be appliances, light fixtures, some updating elements that maybe the homeowner couldn't do a DIY and do yourself. So you really could build that into the loan and create the icing on the cake, or the most bang for your buck.
These renovation loans seem to be so much work, and you guys did an absolutely great job. Is this Norcom Dream Loan something you would recommend to a potential home buyer that's out there?
I think definitely we would recommend doing this 203K Norcom Dream Loan. It was a great experience, a lot of hard work along the way, but with this loan and with this process comes a lot of guidance and a lot of structure that is given to you as the homeowner, and you get to not only learn a lot in the process, but you get to have a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun with picking out new cabinets for the kitchen and countertops and upgraded appliances and the tiles for the bathroom and the fireplaces. And also, because this home is old, we were able to uncover some really cool things. We were able to pull up old floorboards in one of the bedrooms, and we salvaged them and created end tables and a coffee table. In one of the bathrooms, when we were pulling down old sheetrock, we found a beautiful brick wall. We were able to clean it up and have it exposed in the half bath now. We were able to accomplish a lot of things, learn a lot, and although it was a lot of hard work and a long process, it was wonderful and fun, and I truly think we would recommend it to any new homeowner.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you guys so much for the tour and all the hard work you did. I think you guys did an amazing job. A Norcom Dream Home Loan is a great solution that enables homebuyers to have more choices and greater flexibility. It's a simple and well-organized program for first-time homebuyers as well as move-up buyers. You might just get your dream home sooner than you think. To learn more, contact a Norcom loan officer today. I'm James Morin for Norcom Mortgage.